With us, we have a lady who is a human resource generalist. She is Jemima Gonde, and for your information, she is a student, or she was a student of Professor Kibas, our Dean, School of Business and Economics, while he was serving the nation at Kabarak University. She has worked for multinationals, non-governmental organizations, private and public sector, including Coca-Cola, Almasi Beverages, Oxfam International, World Vision Somalia, Procter and Gamble. Those are organizations she has worked for. She is married to one man, Erastus Ouko, and blessed with a son, Ariel Howie. Can we appreciate Jemima Gonde?
All right. Thank you for this opportunity. First of all, human resource is my only vocation. My name is Jemima Gonde, and I'm passionate about HR. Under my study, I've done my Master of Science in Human Resource Management. I've done Bachelor of Commerce in Human Resource Management. I'm also a certified practitioner in HR. I've also done Higher National Diploma in Human Resource Management. I've dealt with performance management, learning and development. I've also done the change management, and I can change the organization. I appreciate her.
You have seen a job advert somewhere and you want to apply for that job. What exactly do we need to find in that cover letter? Jemima or Caroline, one can go first.
One thing also that you need to just put as a liner is your experience in what you'll be doing, because I know most of us here, some of us are not yet working, but you have experience. Like for example, the people who just lined up here, if there's a job that is looking for leadership skills, you don't say you will be in an employment sector. That should be your employment. Are we together? If you are always participating in other areas in the university, those are your experience. No one should tell you that you don't have experience. At your level, you have experience. Like for example, if I can use a life experience, I think my first job when I was applying, there was a leadership skills. And what did I use? My church. I've been a youth leader. So I don't have to be in a setup to have an experience. What you do today is your experience, and that's what really matters. But on the cover letter, I think she's well covered. So, but in the cover letter, you still have to put a little bit of your experience before you go to your CV. Because sometimes as HR, for example, I'm taking care of 500 people. I'm not going to read out, 5 paragraphs in a cover letter. I want to just take very short time to do that. And sometimes your cover letter can speak to me more than your CV. So just to make sure it is really attractive. Yes.
Thank you very much. Give us the information that should find its way in the CV that will easily be captured by that software so that you can enter into the shortlist. What are the keywords that we should find in that CV which is ATS compliant?
Just to add on, in that system, the shortlisting system, it's also well marked. For example, you can find that the education is 10%, then your experience is 5%, and then you have the skills, maybe each and every skills is maybe 5, 5, 5. So if you miss on the skills, the system will automatically add. And for me as a HR, I have a very busy day. What will I do? I can tell my deputy, can you shortlist for me 80 and above? You see, then the 80 and above might even be 10. Then from there, I'll go again. If there are maybe 10, I'll go, I need 90 and above. You see, so it is important for you to understand the role and the skills and make sure you answer the questions accordingly. I know sometimes the sheet might be so long, but entering those skills is very important. If you don't enter any, you'll miss on the chance. Thank you.
Jemima, to speak to this. Some of us are already working. You want to change jobs, and during the interview, you are asked to comment about your experience in the other organization. Maybe you left in a half, you banged the door to that organization, you speak evil about them. Talk about that, and also talk about integrity in that mix.
If you want to change jobs, never badmouth the other company. Never badmouth the other company, because if anything, you'll also badmouth this other one. So if you are asked, why did you leave the other organization? What do you have to say? Don't say you are not happy there. Well, we know even if you lie, just craft it to fit in. Because if you just go ahead and say, I left there because I was not well paid, we'll ask, why were you not well paid? What was your KPIs? For those who are working, do you know KPIs? Key performance indicators. When you join an organization, you have to be very clear of what is expected of you. You have to know where to ask, when and how and who to ask. Because if you don't get that clear, you'll be frustrated. And after that, what will you say? I'm in a bad working environment. I normally say, and in my own perspective, and I believe it's working, you are the environment. Make it good or bad. How do you make it good or bad? Understand your job descriptions, understand your key performance indicators, and understand your line manager and make good relationship with your line manager. When I say that, be humble, listen. When you are corrected, take it positively and ask questions. There's nothing like too much questions. So that will help you along. So even for those who want to change the job, first of all, you have to ask yourself, why do you want to change that role? Is it you should change first? Because right now, there is a notion that is going out that you have to be in a workplace only if you know so and so. I'm not a believer of that. The person I think you have to know is your God that you're serving, first of all, to get a role. Don't believe on what person, because now that's the belief. That you know, him, the dad works with so and so, is the head of what and what, so he or she will just get that job. It is aligned in my own perspective. For me, it is a self-belief. If you already believe in yourself, you'll attract the next role. And sometimes the work environment cannot be bad. Maybe it is due to change your attitude. So it is important that first of all, before you move to the next role or to the other company, you have to appraise yourself first and check what is required. And if you see that you've done your best and there's not much you can give and you've always been at your best, then it is time to move. And when you move, don't go and badmouth that other company. Maybe you can just say, for personal growth, I would like to work for this company, and looking at what I have studied, it aligns to your values, and my personal values aligns with yours, and your mission statement fulfills my mission in life. So it is important, because as an individual, if you don't have a mission yourself, you don't have a vision. By the way, today I would encourage you to create your vision and mission before you wear that gown tomorrow. And sometimes it comes with honoring your discontent and honoring your longing. At this point, I know most of us are longing to be so and so. For those who are in mass communication, I know you admire some of the presenters. Oh, I want to be Maina Kageni. I want to be Mike Mondo. Write that down today and act like it. It is important that you also embrace the process. There's a process to everything. Before you become a professor, there's the degree, there's the masters, there are the projects you have to do, and etc. And for that, there's a process in life. So it is important for you to respect the process and trust it. Thank you.
Because I have the HR experts here and tomorrow I'll be in the offices, there's this common question that I will have to ask before I graduate tomorrow. If in your job advertisement, you say that you list the qualifications plus the requirements, and at the bottom, you say at least 2 years experience in a well-known media house, or must have handled a publicly known program. I've graduated tomorrow. I'm sure I can produce. I can do a production job, or I can be a presenter. And you said that the qualifications and the requirements are questions that I need to answer in my application. In this case, I say I graduated on 10th November 2023 with a distinction or something or diploma in what? Have I answered your question in the advertisement? Secondly, if I don't list the 2 years experience, and I'm sure I can do it because you say you need to believe in God and there is luck and you need to trust in yourself. When I come for the interview, how do I defend myself without the 2 years experience? I've not worked in any non-media house. How will I defend myself? Thank you, I'm Mr. Quagmire.
Thank you very much.
You have the experience, and you have to believe in yourself first, Mr. Quagmire. Now, if, for example, he's been a producer here, MC, and all that related to media, why don't you put down that as your experience? You have to put that. I believe there is a mass communication department. You have the news anchors who are practicing, or don't have practicing in this school, like helping with communication. I think that's where we need to go as well. You have, right? Yeah, that's, you take the opportunity. Don't wait to go and work to say it's your experience. It is the self-belief. Did I answer that?
Thank you very much.